Okay.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes. Delegate Jones.
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion.
Okay.
I would move that the committee call up House Bill 2067 and House Bill 2677 in front of the committee. They have been assigned here but have not been heard, and I would move that we hear those bills today.
Okay. Mr. Chair?
Yes. Properly seconded motion to hear those bills among about 30 bills that are not being heard. Delegate Gilbert.
I move that we pass by that motion.
Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Properly seconded. 2 minutes aside. You want to speak to your motion, Delegate Gilbert?
No.
Okay. Mr. Would you like to speak, Delegate Bullock?
Yeah, I'd be happy to speak. And so I just want to remind the body what these two bills do. 2067 simply prohibits discrimination in public employment. And this is something that we've done for years by executive order. That's only 4 years, though. And I think that our hardworking public employees, whether they be gay, straight, LGBT, or otherwise, they deserve the certainty of being able to continue employment. And so I would hope that the General Assembly would also put our fingerprint on non-discrimination. 2677, there are very few things that are more foundational to our lives than to have a roof over our heads. And all this would provide is to make sure that you can't discriminate with regard to housing because of one's sexual orientation. My understanding, and I don't want to speak out of turn, is that the realtors have supported something like this for many, many years. And I would hope that we would at least be able to call these bills up and give them a fair hearing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
There's about a minute left. Did you want to speak further, Delegate Jones, on that?
Mr. Chairman, I think Delegate Bullock covered it all pretty well.
Thank you very much. Delegate Gilbert.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, speaking to the motion, as to the gentleman's assertion that we don't care about discrimination, I think I was struck by the fact that all of the members of his caucus voted against a very wide-ranging bill that would, in fact, bar discrimination for anything that has nothing to do with your merit or fitness the other day. And, you know, creating special classes is one thing. Being against discrimination is another. We have a bill advancing that says we do not favor discrimination in public employment. And so we will be able to demonstrate whether people generally believe in that principle or not. Again, I was struck by the fact that the members of his caucus voted against this general principle in opposition to discrimination. You know, we have this legislative process. Not every bill gets heard. And I would hope that the members of at least my caucus would support the motion.
Thank you, Delegate Gilbert. Okay. Motion is before us to pass by the motion to call those bills out of order, essentially. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. 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 All opposed? No. Okay. The ayes have it. Thank you. Ayes and nays, call for. Can you do that, George? On the motion to pass by.
Well, I don't even know how to put the
Well,
bills up.
would you want division, or would you like, you want ayes and nays?
To do it.
Okay. Okay. Will you call the roll then?
Delegate Gilbert.
Aye.
Delegate Wright. Delegate Knight. Delegate Helsel. Delegate Hodges. Delegate Bell.
Aye.
Delegate Lethwich. Delegate Moorfield. Delegate Davis. Delegate Fowler. Delegate Miaras. Delegate Ward, not here. Delegate Bullock. Delegate Carr, not here. Delegate Torian. Delegate McQuinn. Delegate Ayers, not here. Delegate Hope. No. Delegate Murphy. No. Delegate Price.
No.
Delegate Jones. No. Delegate Peace.
Aye. The measure passes. The motion to pass by passes 11 to 8.